What's up, man?
Nothing.
Here we are, man. We're in a new, figured we'd do it in the studio today. This is your idea. I'm taking your credit.
Yes, you figured.
I figured we could do it.
I figured we'd
Tony's
do it
idea.
in the studio.
Tony's idea. Yeah, man. Episode 9. Here we are. 9 weeks. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, man.
So this is the studio. Well, one half of the back office of the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah, man, where the editing happens.
This is where the magic is created.
Right.
I guess. It's funny. We spend more time here than anywhere.
Yeah, I think so at this point.
Yeah, in video production. This is it. This is where most of the work goes. And it's funny. A lot of people, and it's fine. It's totally fine. They don't see that. When they see a price or they see us come out and shoot for 3 to 4 hours, that's all they really see from us. And then they see the final product. They don't see the hours upon hours upon hours here in the studio, man. But this is the home away from home, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Tony's workstation. Very symmetrical, very perfect.
This is old. This is like, I want to say it's like 15 years old, this table.
She's sturdy.
It's clean. It looks like the day I got it.
Yeah, man.
Almost.
You take care of your stuff, dude.
I try to.
You do.
When you don't have a lot of money, you have to make
you gotta
your
keep
items stretch.
Yeah, especially things like this, man. AV stuff is like, it's so expensive, you know?
Yeah, no. They say you can't afford something unless you could buy it twice.
Yeah.
I can't buy it twice, so I can't afford it.
We can't buy any of this twice.
So that's fine.
Yeah, man. So what's up, dude? What's going on with you? How's life, man? It's been a crazy couple of weeks for us. Last month has been very busy for us, which is a blessing, man. Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Keep it coming, man. Keep them coming, people.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's things are picking up to the point where this is gonna be a regular thing, man. I want to, we'll get to the point where we create more often, just all kinds of stuff, man. That's actually why I started messing around, just dabbling with the whole just hitting streamer thing, because I'm like, why not? Like, when we're playing the game.
Yeah.
It's something.
Tony and I were playing the brand new Call of Duty Warzone game mode. And unbeknownst to me, Tony's streaming the whole time. And I'm like, dude, you got to tell me about that before I'm say some wild stuff on here.
Yeah, no.
I get in the zone, dude. But yeah, man, yeah. Just content. And we try to tell people about, you got to be doing this. You got to be putting things out on the regular. You need to be consistent. You do it with your phone. And look, man, we're trying to do it too. We got to find that balance.
Yeah, no, just quality stuff. Give people something that's interesting to talk about. But the first thing is really just be consistent, because you know how everything goes. Like you find your little lane and your rhythm or whatever. No, for sure. And we're helping out Jack with his show, his live show, and he's been very consistent. He comes on every day at 10 o'clock in the morning. He goes live on Periscope. Be Prepared 38. Make sure you check it out. It's kind of an interesting show about politics. He talks about electric vehicles, talks about preparedness, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, to speak to consistency, he started, nobody knew him. He's just a guy in Virginia Beach with a microphone and a green screen, and he has been consistently hitting 400 viewers, which is pretty crazy. It's cool.
I'll
tell. I wonder how Periscope counts the views. No hate on Jack at all.
Yeah,
it's cool that he gets that, but
it's been growing. I mean, he started with 10, then it was like 25, and then just in the last month and a half, he's just been consistent. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, no, the delivering stuff, it's gonna work out, man. And especially on a daily basis, his thing will probably blow up a lot quicker. Because people just want consistency that they can count on, that they know I can subscribe to this guy and see something every day or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
man, we just had our very first show with a trio of wonderful women that came in and recorded their podcast. Did really well.
Yeah, they
got a brand new show coming from my friend Brittany. Shout out to Brittany. That'll be coming out in a couple days, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
We got people reaching out about podcasts, which is really cool. And they're a lot of fun, man. Podcasts are great. You just kind of, we didn't know what we were going to talk about today. We just hit record and here we go.
Yeah.
Week number 9.
No, but that's the best stuff. I think you don't need to script everything. You don't need because people can tell when they're being sold to, man.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I hate that, man. I can't stand when people make content like the pictures and their posts and stuff like that. Like, we're real good at identifying advertisements now.
Yeah, I don't really get off on advertising for other IPs, intellectual properties.
This guy. Yeah. So he flashes the Jurassic
Park shirt. That's funny, man.
But yeah, you gotta be good at putting your message out there without selling to people. Like, people want to feel like they're a part of what you got going on, not necessarily being sold something, like, because you're already queued up and waiting for the ask.
For the pitch. Yeah. And, we just filmed another ad for Courthouse Imports with our friend Scott. He was on the show weeks ago. And that's the thing, it was a funny skit that we came up with. It was real goofy and fun. It has nothing to do with an automotive shop. It has nothing really to do. I mean, it has a little bit, but it's memorable. It's funny. It's out of the box. We didn't say, hey, we got the, Courthouse Imports has the fastest turnaround, the best customer service, the best prices. You talk about this all the time. You don't need to be shouting that from the rooftops. You just need to be memorable. You need to tell your story in a unique and creative way that gets people to remember you and to come back to you and feel like they know you. Yeah,
because I think a lot of people might watch that one and think it's like a skit or something. They won't realize that at the end, like the last 5 seconds, it's, by the way, come over here and give us.
My dad watched the video, and he's obviously never met Scott, and he was like, man, he just seems like, those boys seem like they're really cool guys.
They're all right.
Yeah, they're all right. But the point is, he's never met them, but he feels a certain way about these guys already. They're normal, down-to-earth guys. So that's what we're in the business of doing, man. We want to create memorable content that, and it's getting a lot of shares, getting a lot of views, getting a lot of publicity. Yeah, Courthouse Imports, which is cool.
I don't know if he boosted that one either.
He hasn't done it yet.
A couple other ones, but that one I don't think he boosted it yet. No, which is good. It's good.
It's organically growing.
Moses' video on Facebook got like 1,000 views or something.
That's very cool. In a day. Music video we produced some time ago. They've been waiting to release it. A local hip hop group.
Yeah.
We filmed a music video for them. It was cool to finally see their video. So we've got a lot of content, people. Check it out. Look at us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You find us Tsunami Digital Media. We got some cool stuff coming out, man.
Yeah. Booked and busy.
Yeah, man. Green Run Collegiate. That video did real well. Green Run Collegiate. Let's talk about that. So we did a video for Green Run Collegiate. It's an IB program here, Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Anyway, we produced a little short film for them, and then
What's IB?
Got IP.
IB.
Oh, IB, International Baccalaureate.
There you go.
International Baccalaureate. Basically an advanced.
Yeah.
An advanced.
I just wanted to hear you say baccalaureate.
Baccalaureate. Wow, Tony's just quizzing me today. But anyway, did a video for them. It was a really nice story, and we got invited to their. Now this one I can never remember. How are you supposed to say? Gala. I've always said gala. Somebody said gala recently, and I was like, don't know what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Their party.
They went to a big party, and they screened the film for a full packed house at one of the ballrooms, which was really cool. A lot of people getting teary-eyed and misty-eyed, which was really cool to see everybody's reaction to the film. So that was neat, man.
Yeah.
And we had some very expensive meatballs.
Yeah,
dude,
it was a good time.
Let me tell you about this. We're in a ballroom, okay? I mean, we're dressed to the nines, dude. We got ties on, we got suit jackets on. Everybody's looking good. They're doing these, high priced, auction bids and things like that. Anyway, somebody's giving a speech about the school, and it's dead quiet in this ballroom, dude. And Tony and I are sitting there at the table listening, and out of nowhere, I just hear that's pretty good, dude. He's talking about the spring roll, the lumpia. Tony's munching on this lumpia while this dude's giving this speech. It's dead quiet. I just hear that was pretty good, loud, dude, and I was cracking up. I started dying. I was dying. I was, when you're trying to be quiet and laughing.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about at the time.
Yeah, and you were like, you kind of look at me like, what? Like,
what's so
when
funny?
Somebody starts laughing, you kind of start laughing too. You were like, yeah, what? And I was like. And then I brought you over and went in your ear. I was like, dude, you're cracking me up over here. Interrupted the speech to tell me how good the lumpia was. That was so funny. But yeah, it was a great night. It was a lot of fun. And it was cool to see people's reaction. Because, we don't get to see that very often, the content that we create for our clients.
No.
You don't really get to see that genuine, that first impression of, when they watch the videos. So that was really neat. I liked that night. And we look good, baby. We look good.
Yeah, no, it's great people over there.
Yeah. We love GRC, man.
Yeah, so Joe sent me a message on Facebook. Was it Facebook, I think? Facebook and Instagram. He was like, no more profile shots of him. I'm like, you look good, man.
No, he looked very handsome, man. What are you talking about?
Relax, you look good. You look good.
That's another thing. That's another thing with creating still images or moving images of people. you got to make sure everybody looks good, looks their best.
And they do. It's like it's like when you hear your voice for the first time. When you see yourself for the first time on a video, you're like, man, I look like that. It's like, you look fine. You really
look great.
do. Like,
you look like you, man. You look like you.
Well, it's interesting too. It's like I had read a long time ago that like mirrors, because you're so this is where we get techie and nerdy about stuff. Your eyes are like 50 millimeters, right? Like around that. But then when you look through a mirror, let me get the screen.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this beautiful screensaver here.
Okay, yeah, we'll get the screensaver.
We had our logo up there and everything, man. Hey, look, it is what it is, dude.
Boom, logo back.
Hey,
all right,
bang.
So
anyway.
Yeah, that is.
That's fine.
Like I was saying. Anyway, so I was getting nerdy. Yeah, so your eyes are like supposed to be like 50 millimeters, but then when you look in a mirror,
the
like
50 millimeters, what are you talking about? Like a screwdriver bit or something?
Yeah, like a screwdriver bit. Like,
like
the length of your eyes are 50 millimeters wide.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Your field of view is about 50 millimeters wide.
Yeah.
Which is we're talking about lenses and stuff. That's why it's like I'm saying we're getting nerdy. So your eyes are most like closely to 50 millimeter field of view or whatever, and then they say when you look in a mirror, like that's distorted further. So they like you really don't see what you really look like
ever.
Yeah, like ever. You don't truly know what you look like.
That's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah,
because there is some, I guess, a certain amount of distortion in the mirror.
Because you only see yourself through a mirror.
That's and so that mirror, funny.
Yeah, so like you don't know what you like
actually look
100% look like. Like
you might get close, but like your true self.
Yeah. So then you take a picture and it's like.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how it looks.
Yeah, oh, that's interesting. Well, and and every lens is not created equal with how the human face and structure looks like. You bust out an ultra wide field of view lens, you're going to get some distortion there too. So, moral of the story: you never know what you really look like. You don't
take
know,
that
man.
For what it is.
Yeah.
Positive or negative.
But man, we've been busy, man, which is fantastic. It's just fantastic, man. How about this coronavirus thing, huh? It's getting a little wild here in Virginia. The governor, state of emergency here in Virginia yesterday in the afternoon.
It's like 50-50 right now on whether it should be funny or serious. Like we're
we're at that moment where it's like there's a lot of memes, a lot of people making fun of it, and I'm like, man, I hope you don't get it. I hope you don't get it.
Well, what it is I think once there's like, I say once, like if I'm hoping for it or something, like I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But if and when there's a death in Virginia to this. Then the jokes will be over. Right now, it's still funny. It's still like,
Well, a lot of people love to, and look, I haven't done all the research, but I do, from what I've seen, yes, a lot of the people that have died have been in one centralized area. A lot of them were older. But here's the thing, man. Why not take precautions, dude? It's like, I don't know. Well, why not?
I think it's good to be more conscious to take care of yourself and wash your hands and all that stuff, right? But at the same time, this is not to discourage you from doing what you should already be doing. You should already be cleaning your plates and your surfaces and all that stuff at home. But at the same time, it's like, dude, we touch so much stuff. It's like it's almost like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Dude, I saw some meme from one of my old Marine Corps buddies. It was like, I can't remember what it said, but we had gotten injected with so much crap when we were in the Marine Corps. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably fine.
You said it's most likely this way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah, I do this. I didn't want to like show my butt on the camera.
I remember I had a friends going to boot camp. They said you got to rub that penicillin down like a big old lump.
It was like it looked like a drinking straw, thicker than a drinking straw, and it was white. It was white, needle. And it just went right into my booty, and. Dude, it was so strange. Like the first, this is getting way off topic, but like the first 48 hours of Marine Corps boot camp is out of control. Like all of a sudden you're shaved, naked, lined up with a bunch of dudes. Then all of a sudden I got this giant needle stuck in my ass, and then I'm crisscross applesauce with my legs, and we're in a long line of people cross-legged, and we're just sitting there rocking back and forth. They're like, "Keep rocking, rock." And you're rocking so that you're moving it around so it doesn't get too sore. But yeah, man, I think I'm fine. We got the anthrax vaccine. We got all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of crap in my body.
You get all kinds of vaccines. You get all kinds of needles.
Yeah, but who knows, man? We'll see. Like I said, Virginia, state of emergency from the governor. We'll see.
We were talking about, and I keep an eye on it. I mean, I hate to be opportunistic, but I don't hate to be opportunistic. At the same time, I'm watching the stocks plummet.
Yeah, man.
And I'm waiting to scoop up a few. When it gets down, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, it's gonna bounce back, man. This is not gonna be the end of the planet.
Of course not.
The United States will bounce back.
Of course.
The economy will bounce back. This is just a dip. So if you got the money and you're into that thing, pay attention, because it might be the time to scoop a few up for cheap, and it'll go right back up.
You know, I follow a lot of filmmaking and videography and audiovisual stuff on Reddit, and one of the subreddits I found is editors, video editors, and people are freaking out. People losing work. They're now all out of work because all their productions are just shutting down, all of them.
I believe it.
And so when you live a gig lifestyle where you're going from gig to gig, nothing's guaranteed. All of a sudden something like this happens. And yes, we may all be overreacting. You never know. But it is affecting people's livelihoods. Things are stopping.
But it ain't just a gig thing, because people right now, if you get coronavirus, you're out of work.
See ya.
You're not guaranteed free time off just because you're sick.
No. So that would be nice.
It's the same thing. Gigs get pushed back, but at the same time, you get sick, your kids get sick, they close the schools down, you got to stay home with them.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid.
Nope.
So anyway, the perceived safety again, it's like, is it safe or just a little bit safer? Like, it's not safe.
My dad told me the other day, he was like, look, man, wash your hands, stay away from big crowds.
For the most part,
you know what I mean? I mean, that's like the number 2 rule, or 2 rules, that he lives by.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen anything yet pushed back on the videos, but I wouldn't be surprised if people start pushing stuff back and just
saying, hey, we're just gonna have to hold off on this.
Yeah.
I do part-time work at the Aquarium, and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, that's a relatively small building with a lot of people in it, and those people are coming from all over. They're mainly tourists. There's not many Virginia Beach. Well, I mean, of course, there's a percentage that are locals that come regularly, members, but a lot of people are from out of town. So I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be where I'm going to be hanging out a lot.
Well, I mean, for
and
sure.
I can work remotely, which is really cool. I do most of my editing remotely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday.
Nah, if they close the schools, they'll close the aquarium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're waiting for that. I think we'll hear something Monday, or probably by the end of today.
I was about to say it's probably before the weekend officially begins. We'll hear some word. But anyway, man, stay safe out there, people. Stay safe. Stay clean.
Stay clean. It ain't.
Come do a podcast.
Yeah, please.
Come book us now.
Yeah, we need work.
We need work. Let's go.
Nah, we're busy.
No, we are busy, man.
Every weekend this month we got something.
Yeah, the weekends are getting full up. Weekdays are getting full up with us working on the weekend projects. You know what I mean?
Yo, real quick, this is a lot of adults watch this. I want to have a gamer conversation here.
Gamer.
Because the Call of Duty is great.
Yeah, if you don't watch video games, just turn it off.
This is a show about nothing.
Yeah, it is really. We're just kind of going for it. What do you got? What's up?
Did you know that the PS4 Pro does 1080 60 for the streaming? The 60?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is really cool.
Because I was looking back at the YouTube streams.
Yeah,
and it looks nice.
Looks really clean.
Yeah,
I'll have to check them out after we're done. That's neat, man. Yeah, we've been playing the new Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare, which is a great game in and of itself. But then they released the new Battle Royale mode, and Battle Royale, for people that don't know what we're talking about, let me break this down. So you got online players, right? So we're at home, we're plugged into the internet, and we're all playing together. Okay, this is hopefully not a new concept to you, but a lot of people have asked me about it because I talk about games a lot. Anyway, Battle Royale is in this new mode. There's 150 real life players, Tony, me, and a bunch of other people, and you fly in on a plane over this giant area, and everybody drops out. And a giant circle envelops the map, and you have to get inside of that circle. That's the safe zone. And then every couple minutes, that circle shifts and shrinks. And so all those people are having to get closer and closer together, and it is survival of the fittest. It's like the Hunger Games is what I usually...
it's exactly what it is.
It's the Hunger Games. So it's the last squad remaining, and if you get eliminated, you are out, and you're done with that match, and you have to go all the way back to the lobby and try again. So... Call of Duty just came out with their version of it, and it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, very addicting.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I queued up this little fact because I thought it was interesting. The other day I was talking to my dad about it, and about how that, like, Fortnite is free.
Yep.
This game is free.
This is a free game.
And and it's crazy how the market has changed so much to the point that it's like you really got to adjust the way you think about your content.
Yeah.
Because back in our day, we're not even that old.
No.
But just 15 years ago, you were selling your music on a disc.
Yeah.
And you were getting $10 for that disc. And if you sold a video game, you were getting your $60 for that. If you sold a movie, you were getting your $20 for the DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything's free, and it's like, where do you make your money?
Right.
And it's interesting because right here it says, as of July 2019, Fortnite generated $2.4 billion in revenue. A free game made $2.4 billion.
A free game. So you can go home right now on your system or your kid's system and download Fortnite, the whole game. Everything's unlocked for free. You can play the entirety of the game for free. It's another Battle Royale game. A little bit more cartoony than Call of Duty, but...
So that means your money has to come from different places now.
Yeah.
You can't just sell
the product. It's a free game. So how they make money is they, you can customize your, I hate saying this, avatar. It's so silly. Your character that you have in the game, you customize your character with different things that they can wear. That's the only way they're making money.
Yeah.
That's it. And, okay, that's a cool character. That's like $5. I'll buy that. It's $5, dude. It's $5.
Well, it's $5 when you haven't even paid anything for the game.
That's what I'm saying. And people are more likely to buy lots of that. It's a great model.
Yeah, microtransactions.
Microtransactions. They really now look where it can become abused and abusive is when you can buy things that give you a competitive advantage in the game. And Fortnite does not do that. Call of Duty does not do that. A lot of games have done that in the past, and they have not failed, but they have not done nearly as well as they could have if they went the other way. Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2 had a big controversy in the very beginning of their life cycle of their game.
No, I think it ruined that game's life, period.
Yeah.
Because that game is crazy. That's a really good game.
Yeah, it's a wonderful game, but they ruined it with microtransactions. They ruined it.
Yeah, like the first, what was it, like the first month or something?
Yeah, no, it was like the first 2 months. People were with pitchforks. They were freaking out at EA.
Yeah, because you were able to buy guns, buy heroes and stuff.
Yeah, and giving us a big competitive advantage, and it turned a lot of people off, and they lost almost, I think over half their player base. And they've been slow, and they reverted everything. They were smart. Mm-hmm. They listened to the outcry. And you know what's crazy, and not just about games. This just brings up a great point about it's easier than ever. And it's a good and a bad thing. Via Twitter or online message boards or Facebook or Instagram, you can voice your opinion on things.
Yeah.
And the collective now has a voice. And it's crazy. There was overwhelming outpour and outrage, over that Star Wars Battlefront thing. Mm-hmm. And that's just a little thing in the video game world. I mean, you can see the examples of this all over the world, all over the news. People freaking out about things. A lot of people call it the outrage culture. But it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be an outrage thing. People can overwhelmingly love something and reaffirm a studio saying, "Hey, we did the right thing, man. We gotta," and then other people are taking notice and maybe they're gonna do it.
Yeah, the same thing happened with Sonic
the Hedgehog. That's a great example. We talked about that on the podcast.
And in this situation, it worked out really well for them.
Really well.
Yeah, it sold really well.
Yeah, the first trailer came out and Sonic looked weird. He looked. He didn't look weird. He looked very realistic, and a lot of people, I guess, were outraged over it.
He did look weird. He looked like I saw memes, and it was true. It looked just like the kid from Jumanji.
Oh no!
He looked just like the monkey from Jumanji.
Wow!
Like exactly.
How have we never laughed about that?
It's
That's
like
funny.
They ripped his face and just made it blue.
He had like human teeth. It was weird. But anyway, everybody got on Twitter and freaked out. All the nerds, and they changed it.
Yeah. That's good.
Now it can be a good thing for things that are silly like that.
Yeah.
But it could also be detrimental to certain things, like you mentioned the cancel culture, which is kind of crazy, man.
Well, what it ends up doing is it stops people from being who they really are.
Yeah, you kind of start putting those lenses on your life.
You got to start asking yourself, is that the society you want to live in when you don't know who people are?
Right.
Because they start putting a mask every single place they go, every single way they communicate. You don't know who they are, and I think that's a dangerous thing.
Well, we always laugh about it. You can't meet your heroes, man. Because you meet the real people, and then you're like, oh, no, you're nothing like what I've seen of your online presence.
You can't meet your heroes, and that goes for everything. I think we talked about it the other day. Like when I was like 15 years old, I used to look up to a lot of adults.
Yeah.
I'm now 34, and those adults are still alive.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And I'm like, yo, you guys are a bit more corny than I thought you were.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Like, I thought they were really, really cool. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, here's the thing. Like, it's interesting to see, like, that you have this perception that certain adults have certain things going on in their life. And then you get older and you're like, wait a minute. You're just as confused about life as I am. You don't have the answer for everything.
Yeah. It's funny how you kind of think of your adult figures when you're younger like that.
Yeah.
They're superheroes, man.
It's like, nah, you're a lot... You're wrong a lot more than I thought you would be. Like,
Right. We see that a lot, man. We see that a lot.
Yeah.
Because, we interact with a lot of different demographics in this line of work we do. We work with the baby boomer generation. We work with millennials. We work with Gen Y or Gen X. I don't know. We work with everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we get to see a lot of different ways of going about things. And everybody's got their quirks, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, you don't always have to answer to everything.
Yeah.
And
yeah, man.
Be humble and stay hungry.
Yeah. But anyway, man, hopefully we stay busy. This is fantastic. We're killing it. We're killing it, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to gloat, but we're having a lot of fun creating some fun content for people. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
Ebbs and flows, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, this was fun.
Yeah.
You guys got to see a little sneak peek of Tony's workstation. This is cool. This is where the magic happens, man. We're actually about to, as soon as we get done with this, we're gonna we got some edits from one of our recent videos. I gotta go jump across the room on my computer and knock out. So never stop working, man.
Yeah, later we'll do a video. We're done, but later we'll do a video of like now that you mentioned that, it'd be cool to what we have and why we have it.
Yeah, that would be neat, and talk about some of these things. And we've really been always wanted to do like a video breakdown where you get to see the timeline of Final Cut Pro, where we edit all of our video content and really see the time investment and what really happens. You know what I mean? It's 75% of the work, man. It really is. But anyway, that's for another time.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
It's Tony.
And this is the Tsunami Podcast.
Yes,
nice
sir.
job.
You're always late. I can't take you anymore. You have no more sick time.